Yeah, I think I saw from really good examples of both of my parents who worked really hard. Growing up, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, so I saw my dad get up every day and go to the office. And kind of in my later years, when my mom married my stepdad, I saw her find this passion of figuring out how to become his agent and manager and really figure it out when life wasn't so glamorous, and just really figure it out. And so seeing both of those great examples really put something inside of me that just gave me this passion to want to figure it out. And I worked for my dad in his office. I've worked in a clothing store since I was 15, and I had maybe not the most glamorous jobs of burning CDs and pressing CDs in his record company. But all of those experiences were so amazing, and I just learned so much every single day working alongside my dad. You know, I think the one thing that I'm really proud of is when we first started the show, my mom said to all of us, okay, if we're gonna do this, we should all give it 100%. Let's show everything. Let's be as honest and open as we possibly can. And we have the power to edit out things. And so I think just knowing that, we gave everything, thinking like, okay, well, we just won't show that. And then by the time they edited it and it aired, or was going to air, and we watched it, that story had been in the tabloids, but completely twisted. So we're like, no, we want to show our story. Let's show this. So there actually really hasn't been anything that we've removed from the show. And I think that's what keeps it so real is, or you'll hear stories in the tabloids, but then you kind of tune in to want to know what really did happen, or what's our side of the story.
Well, in the season finale, again, my youngest daughter, we have 5 daughters, took me to task when I told her I was going to bring that last episode up, because she taped it but hasn't seen it yet, so spoiler alert. But you for medical reasons, you cannot risk having a baby.
Yes.
And so therefore you talked to your sister, and it was Chloe, about being a surrogate mother.
Yes.
That's dramatic enough. And then she goes with you to the doctor, and there was a possibility she discovered she might not be able to have children. Spoiler alert, sorry, but it's a happy ending, at least on Chloe's part.
Yes.
They took her off the birth control, and she's
and it
okay.
all worked out.
But,
yeah.
See, this stuff captures everyone, you know.
I'm happy it worked out for Chloe, and I have 2 beautiful children, so I'm happy and content. And if it works out for us to expand, I'll be just as happy, but I'm also really content. No, like it really is. If people think you just post and it's so easy, like it's not. I like my Instagram to look a certain way, and I'm really like a lunatic about it, because sometimes there is so much pressure to post too. You know, if I go to Japan and we don't, you know, we just want to have like a media-free vacation and have a great birthday trip, you know, it's the upkeep, you know. Then Kanye and I woke up at 3 in the morning and we couldn't sleep. And I said, let's go into, you know, in this town in Tokyo where it's all these bright lights, and let's go take all these pictures. And I could post them on social media, it'll look so cool. And we tried to do it, and it was such a mess, and he just was not the best photographer. And I was like, you ruined what my social media was gonna look like. So we scrapped that shoot, but we got the good experience. So the pressure is definitely there. Yeah, I think that, first of all, my show was amazing. They said, you don't have to film, you can shut down. And I did take a couple weeks where I just like had to get myself together, but I find it powerful to be able to share my experience. And we would film so many things just on an iPhone, and so many things that I had gone through without the full camera crew, and used that because I did want people to see, you know what, that happened to me. It could have been way worse, so I feel really lucky and blessed. And taking that time off, like whether that forced me to take time off to regroup, that was necessary. And that was also necessary, you know, from what I've read from the people that had done that to me, they had said they had followed my moves on social media, and they knew my every move and what I had. And so it's definitely a huge, huge, huge lesson for me to not show off some of the things that I have. It was a huge lesson to me to not show off where I go sometimes. If I'm at a restaurant, I won't show, or if I'm at the movies and I do want to share that experience, I'll take the picture and save it and post it after I leave. It's just changed my whole life, but I think for the better. And I think that in life, those things happen to you in hopes that you learn some things that'll change your life for the better. And in my case, it really did.